Hello everybody and welcome to my new series, Game Dev Learns. Now, the last one was on Amnesia and it was the first one I had ever done and it seemed like you guys really enjoyed it. And it was perfect because that's something I needed to do anyways. I'm trying to learn from these games so I can implement the things that they do well into my game. And I decided, why not move on from Amnesia, which there's still plenty to learn. I'm not saying we got all of it, but to another one of my favorite games, Resident Evil 7. Now, this might honestly be my second favorite horror game of all time, with Amnesia being on top. I haven't put a lot of thought into that statement, so it might change a little bit, but for the most part, that's true. And I'm ready to hop in. Let's go ahead and start playing some RE7. We'll play for a decent amount of time. We'll see what we learn from it. And, of course, I will show you and explain everything that I'm seeing as a game designer. So here, this is pretty interesting already because of the background. Obviously, Mia shows up, which I might speak spoilers, who knows. Mia, you know, she's barfing a bunch of exposition on us, but the background is what's so important here.
I cannot wait to be done with this babysitting job.
She says babysitting job, and you're looking at this and you're thinking, where in the hell is she? Why is she recording from this location? Already showing an air of mystery.
I gotta get back to work. I love you, Ethan. I miss you so much.
And then, just like Amnesia, look how heavy this game gets so freaking fast. We went from a light-hearted thing, and bam, straight into the heavy. Horror, story.
Ethan.
Story.
You were right.
Fast.
I did lie to you.
Heavy.
I shouldn't have. All I can say is that if you get this,
Stay away.
Away.
Okay, so once again, more mystery. Just like in Amnesia, it's all mystery. Everything the game is giving you is mystery. A lot of other games will open with a nice intro, then take the niceness away, so you have to fight to get the niceness back. The hero's journey, essentially.
Hey, it's
Whereas it seems like horror games don't necessarily do the hero's journey. It seems more like,
I'm good.
look at all this crazy shit. You have no clue what's going on.
She's back.
But good luck. I'm just now noticing that, actually.
I don't know how, but she's back. She's been
All
somehow.
mystery. All mystery. No answers. None.
She wants me to come and get her.
Where is she?
Even Amnesia. What do you learn?
Dude, it's been 3
You learn...
I know, but
His name
it
is
her.
I
I
am
have to find
Daniel.
her.
You learn his name, and you learn that you need to go kill, oh, what is his name? The old guy at the end. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But that's it. And then it throws a bunch of things at you, and you have no clue what's happening. This is so mind-blowing to me. I'm just now realizing that horror is 1000% mystery. No answers. Alright. So obviously this game looks fucking gorgeous. I don't think I'm ever gonna
This is the place.
hit something of this quality. Not by myself, that's for sure. Alright, so a difference. Amnesia gave direction immediately. It said you can go here. There's a door over here you can enter. You can go straight over here into the main hall, or you can check over here. It gave you immediate direction. RE7 says no. We're going to have a little bit tighter grip at first. However, visually, check it out. Like, look at all the things I can look at. Like, it might be kind of on like a single path, but it's visually stunning. See, and there's the house. And I'm trying to think why. I think it's purely for that, wouldn't it? That shot? Because, like, if you look at this, right? I can't see it. Turn. House. I'm trying to think if there's, like, besides that looking fucking amazing, I'm trying to think if there's any other reason that would be the case. I mean, it's showing you how big the house is. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there's really much to it. Of course, you walk up. The gate, it's chained. If you hit F, it won't let you in, obviously. And we're just getting more questions, right? More questions, 0 answers. Come over here. Hey, here's the buzzer. Let me in. Doesn't work. And notice that all the questions we're getting can lead to disturbing answers, right? Why is this chained? Why is this not working? Why is Mia missing? Interesting. So then we come across the van for the sewer gators, which I'm not going to do that opening sequence. If you want to see the opening sequence, this is not the video. I'm here to learn. But you come over here, and what does it do? It just presents more questions. Why is this van here? Of course, if you played the demo, you know why the van's here. And you could probably pick this up and actually... oh, yeah, join us. More questions. Holy crap. So many questions. Specifically, no answers. And I think that's the worst part about it, right? Is there's no answers. They give us so many things. Except her gift. More questions. You guys starting to see a theme here? It's a theme I hadn't even realized till I started to break this down. So obviously the bug's kind of foreshadowing the corpses we're about to see. Spoiler alert. I forget when the crows come. Oh, hey, there's Dad. It takes my sprint away. If you watch close enough. Ah! I missed it. If you stand in the right spot, you actually just see him disappear. So you see him. We're still on a set path. You know, I wonder if the set path is to do with questions. I wonder if it's easier for them to set up the vague things they're putting in front of you that have no answer if you're on a set path. I mean, sure, I guess anything on a set path is going to be easier to control the player. I don't know. It's probably just two ways. I'm probably thinking about that too much. It's probably just two ways to do it, right? I think my preferred would be, hey, you can go whatever direction you want, and then maybe just put things in those directions that raise questions. So we got the crows. Hi, crows. We got the set of pants. I don't know why everyone walks up to this and go, what is this, pants? I don't see pants. Why does everyone see pants? Like, I genuinely see the legs. Anyways, I digress. As you can see, like, what is this? This has nothing to do with anything. Unless maybe it's something symbolic from one of the other games that I don't understand. But this has nothing to do with anything. It's just making more questions. Obviously, it's doing more questions in a scary way, and it's teaching you how to crouch, if you can't tell. Like, this whole thing's purpose is to teach you to crouch. Wait, did I just see a bug? Hold on. I think you can walk through this if you go through it this direction. Oh, no, you can't. Sorry. I just happened to think it... thought you could. All right. Yeah, no, this is smart. More questions, but also double meaning. Gives you something to crouch under. We keep going. We wrap around. And obviously, we're going to end up at the house. This is a common horror thing. This is called the point of no return. Since they're doing it, I will go ahead and note it. So this is basically, as you can see, once I go down here, I can't come back. I'm committing. And that can be used in a lot of really cool ways. Like, if they would have set this little area up in a really spooky, scary way, the commitment here would be extra difficult. But obviously, we're at the beginning of the game. We're still establishing things. So the point of no return is not that big a deal. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a load trigger here, if they're loading shit in. And that's why you can't return, because all that got deleted. But that's an optimization thing that doesn't have to do with horror specifically. So this is something I freaking love, and I hope it's something I can do in the future. I don't want to do it on this project, because I feel like on this project I might be over-scoping. Scope creep is a real thing when you're talking about game development. Scope creep basically means you want to do a project that is beyond your capability in a reasonable amount of time. And when scope creep happens, it's because you're working on something, you see something cool, and you just keep going, oh, I'm going to add this, oh, I'm going to add this, and then all of a sudden, nothing's getting done because you've got too many things going on. So this is something I want to do. When you pick something up, not only can you rotate it, that's one thing, right? Even Amnesia, you can like pick something up and rotate it. But then, if I look specifically inside, I'm giving the option to pick up the license, which I love, by the way. Mia, she's from Texas. Belch. Belch. Nothing really specific here. I mean, just more visuals on the house, more questions, because obviously it all looks abandoned. Still no answers. The Mia driver license is interesting because it does kind of make you think that she's like dead. Also, double point of no return. But this one, they didn't tell you about. This one, they were just like, nope, nope, we're pulling this one on you. So that one's more of a spook point of no return. But once again, game dev optimization trick. Guarantee all the outside has disappeared now. So now we'll go ahead and go through all this. Also, fuck these doors. Like, here's the thing. I know what happens in this game. Look how these doors open. Ugh! Isn't that just awful? Hold on. We gotta talk about these door mechanics for a second. I'm just gonna write door mechanics, because writing that in a long-winded way would suck. The reason this is awful, and Resident Evil has always been good about this when it comes to horror, is its commitment, right? As you can see, we've had 2 points of no return, which requires commitment. And now, to open the door, it doesn't open. Like, I hit F, it popped open, but now I have to shove it open and commit to going inside to even see what's on the other side. It's ridiculous, and I hate it. And I already know what happens in this game, and that still scared me. I'm a little baby bitch boy. Alright. So now that we're inside, they're turning up the heat. They're doing some of the amnesia stuff, right? Just playing noises, making you anticipate things that aren't actually there. That's pretty common in horror. You're going to see that everywhere you go.
Oh, fuck! Fuck!
They do a good job making this whole area disgusting. Like, look at this. Ew. This is just art. Like, if I could do this kind of art for my game, I would. But I don't think I'm going to be able to manage it. Ooh. Once again, look. More questions. Need a pick for that. I'm like getting into the game. I'm like not even doing my dev stuff anymore. I'm just like, ooh, it's happening. But that is important. Think about it. The fact that I was able to stop thinking about what I was doing and get pulled in is important. And you know how they did it? They just placed stuff everywhere I could interact with. It's a horror game, but they still said no. Look right here. Look, down arrow, you can mess with this and it's interesting. And I just learned that by the game doing it to me. So, stuff everywhere. Everywhere. Interactable. That's fucking genius. This whole game is genius. Yeah, like I was just sitting here like, oh god, let's look at all the cool stuff. Now some of it, I can't, as I explained, I can't scope creep myself. Like, to have this level of detail in one room, this would take one person months, man. Because you have to think about the materials, and the material is what goes on to an object. Also, are you guys getting that weird effect too? My graphics are at a weird setting. Do you see this floor? It's so weird looking. Sorry, off topic. I'm like ADHD today. Alright, let's just continue. Also, I love how they have consistent noises outside. That's something Amnesia doesn't have. Amnesia's just kind of like, ooh, spooky noise, and then it goes from here to here to here to here to here. The consistent noises make it worse because it sounds like someone's actually working. Like, he's actually going through. He's actually doing something right now, and you can, like, follow the noise and stuff like that. Other than that, it's getting to the point, though, where it is giving me multiple directions to go. Like Amnesia, it's starting to slowly open up. Definitely didn't open up as quick. And while Amnesia rewarded you for looking around, so far Resident Evil doesn't, unless you're super interested in every little bit of lore. Like, for example, this will be fun. Like, this is a cool, neat little thing. That's kind of rewarding for the player. My 360 controller vibrated when that happened. Anyway, but mostly, like, when I pick up all this stuff, see, I'm getting, like, lore bits or, like, clues, right? I'm being fed clues, little details that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise, but I'm not being rewarded through the game's economy. And a game's economy, whenever I say that word, it doesn't just mean currency. So in a game's economy, if you look back and you remember Amnesia, it could be oil, it could be tinderboxes, anything that I can collect and spend, right? That is a game's economy. I'm getting none of that in RE7, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, it's being replaced with lore and stuff like that. So RE7 a little bit more on the traditional side of things whenever it comes to like player choice. Like, yes, you can look around and stuff, but it's not important, right? More modern games, looking around and stuff isn't super important. What is important is getting through the game, unfortunately. So that's probably why you're going to notice on the newer horror games, things like tend to be on rails a bit more. And, you know, looking around isn't nearly as useful as, you know, something like Amnesia, which was, one, a little bit older, and two, an indie game company where looking around was rewarded with things that you could actually spend and actually use through the game's economy.
Damn it.
Alright, so then, once again, by the way, check it, another point of no return. However, we didn't necessarily know this wasn't a point of no return, but once again, we had to commit. It didn't just say, alright, he goes down the ladder now, I had to get on it, I had to come down, commitment. They emphasize commitment in this game. Like, if you're gonna do something, you have to commit. Which is scary. I mean, if you're in a scary situation and you have to commit, then yeah, that's scary. Once again, like, look at this. If I want to go through this, I have to commit. There's no seeing what's around the corner. There's no seeing what's in the water. No, you have to go, you have to commit. So that's a huge difference between Amnesia and this game. Amnesia has certain ways to scare people. Like, you know, the bait and switch, the distractions, the noises. Whereas RE7 is more focused on you have to commit, you have to push forward. That seems to be a main theme so far. Which, to be fair, if you're thinking, if you go back to the fact that this game is on rails, and I use rails lightly, this game has definitely got some exploration in it, especially later on, because there's lots of puzzles and stuff. So it does have some exploration, but compared to Amnesia, it's very on rails. So yeah, whenever you're kind of bound by something that's on rails, commitment makes sense as a tool to create fear. So once again, getting more questions, lots of loud noises. Did anything actually happen out here? I always hear that noise whenever people play, and I never actually, like, they never check. So then you get to here, you finally find Mia, which we'll go ahead and definitely go through her phase really quick. Yep, see more lore bits for looking around, but once again, nothing with the game's economy. Later on, I guess technically you do get little hid bits for looking around, like extra things for the economy, but realistically the economy is ammo, and this game kind of gives you plenty. It's not like the old Resident Evil 7s where you were like, or not, old Resident Evil 7s, there are multiple 7s. Old Resident Evils where you were really low on ammo all the time. That's definitely not the case. Oh, we gotta go get the, where is it? These. How did I miss these? The bolt cutters. Open this up. Mia! Get out, Mia! Chomp. Also, never mind. I'll save that for later. I've been ranting a lot so far. We'll save that for another video.
Mia, oh, thank God I found you. It's me. It's Ethan.
Ethan?
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 Are you all right?
Ethan and Mia are great voice actors. They convey these characters very well.
Contacted me.
No, I wouldn't.
I think Ethan is a little dead emotionally
I
sometimes.
see you.
Hey, who else is here? What the hell's going on?
Daddy,
See, like right there,
we need
I
to
feel
go.
like it was kind of a
We need to go
deadline. Not that I can judge, you know, I've done very minimal voice acting, but overall, I love both of these characters. I think the actors did a great job.
Someplace safe.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on?
I wonder if they bodysuited these models for their
3 years?
animations.
Has it really been 3 years?
I feel like they had to have. Like, they're doing so much movement, and it looks so good. I feel like nowadays, like, any AAA would do the body movement stuff. So, if we listen to Mia's dialogue...
What is this place? What'd they do to you?
Not now. We need to get out of here first.
not giving us any information.
I think it's this way.
To recap, I think the two biggest themes, if I haven't harped on this enough, is commitment and then also mystery. See, Mia is kind of... You kind of like her for two reasons. One,
Mia,
there's just someone with you. But two, notice that she takes commitment away from you.
That wasn't me.
But you did.
I didn't.
Okay, fine. Just tell me what's going on.
I'm telling you everything that I know.
I hate that line. It's just not true. But anyway...
This way.
Notice that one of the reasons we like Mia, and it's nice to have Mia with us, she took commitment away. Look. See that? She's doing it for us. So therefore, we all of a sudden grow in likeness for her.
Bring me food through here. I remember.
So in order to get us to like Mia, which by the way, look, another moment of commitment. In order for us to like Mia, they took one of the scary elements away. They let her go first.
There.
See?
It's there.
And now we like Mia, because it's like, oh, thanks, Mia.
This is it.
And then, of course, we
I
go in
remember this
here.
room. There's another door here. I'm sure of it.
And now we're not sure if we believe Mia or not.
It's not here. It's gone. It's gone.
Also, you can literally see the outline. Like, how does Mia not see this?
Now that you're
Anyway.
here.
And all of a sudden, the thing we liked is acting weird. That's a very common thing to do in both movies and games. They gave us something we liked, Mia, and now they're making it being like, do we like it? And it's a really easy way to get fear and or sadness depending on what you're going for. Also, a little foreshadowing here. There's the little girl up top. There's Mia on the floor. And then when you pick up this, obviously bad things happen. No! Aw. I mean, I figured nothing was actually happening, but I was curious. Also, boom. Okay. I know I keep harping on it, but this game, it does it consistently. Look. You have to commit to this staircase. This isn't a regular staircase. If this was a regular staircase, the walls would be down. You wouldn't have to do anything. Do you see this? I have to hold W. Look how long I'm holding it. And walk to this fucking door, which then opens. God, dude. RE, all about commitment. Leave me alone. I think when I go in here, the door banging should start. Or not. It'll start. Maybe it's on a timer. It might just be on a timer. Ooh. See, we're getting some economy stuff now, right? It's like we're looking around. We're getting some economy stuff for it now. Alright. I love this. Which... What theme do you think is going to happen? What theme do you think this is? When I have to walk down this and I can't stop. Jump scare alert, just so you know. Ah, no, Mia. I've never actually had to do this scenario before. I'm interested now. I've only seen people do this. I've never actually done it. No more game dev talk. I just want to do this sequence. If you've never seen it, fucking watch, dude. Shit's insane. Fuck you, Mia. Ah! It's so good. And what's crazy is this is meant for VR, which is why so much shit happens to Ethan like that, by the way. Like, this whole segment is because the game's in VR. Which, by the way, this in VR would be fucking insane. Could you imagine? So I knew I had to resist, so I was curious if it would do anything different. It does not. So resisting and not knowing to resist and then doing it late, it's the same outcome.
I can feel her clawing her way back inside of me.
Who? Questions.
Get out!
Is Mia sane?
Leave
Questions.
me alone!
Well, there's our first answer. No, no, she's not. Ugh, I hate it. All it is sound effects and splatter, and I still hate it.
Mia?
Okay, so to get her to trigger, we just need to walk away, use a heal. Right, and then it's locked, so we come back. And then watch this shit. Okay, so this is me pointing out something that I find unfortunate, because I don't know how they would have gotten around it. But watch, if I try to step around Mia, watch how buggy it is, because it's trying to shove me in position for her to do her thing. Watch. Like, I'll even look down, watch. Like, I don't know how they would have done it any better. Don't get me wrong. That's rough. But regardless. No! Mia! Also, I'm not pointing anything out, because obviously this is all just very cinematic so far. So, hold on. I actually want to digest what just happened, though. We picked up a weapon, and now we have to attack Mia. At first, as the player, we shouldn't feel bad about it, because we have to defend ourselves, and we clearly see something is wrong with her, right? Like, we see something's wrong. I don't think at this point a lot of players realize that, you know, the good Mia can still come out. Which I think they did intentionally. Because obviously there's a moment here where we fucking... You'll see. See, this is more storytelling than gameplay. Obviously, she goes from the weird evil Mia back to the normal Mia. We try to catch her. She falls and dies, right? So that's just storytelling, which, by the way, is still cool as shit. Like that art transition from the evil model to the regular model. Oh, that's so awesome. And then the phone rings. Hello? Are you there?
You really shouldn't have come here.
Well, too bad I did.
Dude, what the fuck is going on?
My name's Zoe. There should be a way out through the attic.
Attic.
Go there. Now.
Alright, and once again, obviously, that's just, like, more questions. Alright, so there you go. There is my quick breakdown of RE7, at least the intro, from a game design standpoint, and I think I learned quite a bit. The ability to create so many questions by giving us no answers. The ability to make us commit to so much stuff. Several points of no return. Bringing us into the world by making us interact with stuff. That was insane. Actually catching myself not realizing that I'm not talking about design anymore and I'm just like looking at the newspaper. That was pretty cool. And just like Amnesia, story fast and heavy immediately. So yeah, there's episode 2. If you guys enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.